Standing on a hill overlooking the town of Nogent-le-Rotrou in the Eure-et-Loir department is the castle of the Counts of Perche. This fortress, almost 1,000 years old, is today the main testament to a wealth of local history.
From here you can see all the historical phases of the castles, starting with the massive square keep built in 1030. It's one of the oldest stone keeps in Europe, and one of the tallest at 30 meters high, and that's where the Counts of Perche lived. Then there's the Renaissance mansion constructed by the Bourbon princes, and next to it the pavilion built by the Duke of Sully, councillor to King Henry IV.
Several years ago, the castle was turned into the town museum. The 400 objects and documents it houses allow visitors to retrace the 1,000-year history of this famous monument of the region. Among these archives is the exceptional 16th century book, which lists the common laws of the province of Perche, which stood until the French Revolution.
In 1556, what had been the common laws of Perche since the Middle Ages were registered in this illuminated vellum paper book.
In 2004, this precious manuscript was purchased by the commune of Nogent-le-Rotrou for 5,000 euros on the internet. A considerable sum for the town's budget, which the mayor has no regrets about, because the book is one of a kind.
This was one of the first legal documents ever to be written in France, because 10 years earlier, in the Ordinance of Villers-Cotterêts, King Francis I had ordered that all laws should be written down in French so that his subjects could understand them, because Latin was only understood by an elite. The first capital letters are illuminated in the Italian Mannerist style, imported from Italy in the 1550s, and gilded with fine gold leaf.
Another important document kept in the Castle Museum is the will of Rachel de Cochefilet, Duchess of Sully, and wife of Henry IV's main councillor.
She was a Percheron by birth and acquired land in the province throughout her life. Here she listed all her possessions, which she would bequeath to her son. And she concluded, like in many last wills and testaments of the time, "For my daughters, I ask them to be content with what they have in marriage, since they have been well dowried."
Very affectionate.
That was the law up until the French Revolution. Everything for the sons. And the daughters only got what they received on their wedding day.
To take its visitors back in time, the museum makes good use of modern technology. A tablet allows them to embark on an adventure in augmented reality.
The great thing about augmented reality is that you can really immerse yourself in the keep as it was in the year 1190, when Richard the Lionheart and Philippe Auguste of France met for peace talks.
So it allows visitors to discover the castle from all angles in a fun way. It also has a special visit for children with educational games. There's even a geocaching game inside the castle in which you have to locate a cache, which gives you the code for you to go on to the next stage of the visit.
I think the reconstruction works really well. We usually only see reconstructions in books, but this is new and extremely effective, I think.
Traveling through time to our day is the incredible fate of one of the region's best-known emblems, the Percheron horse.
The Percheron breed was developed in Nogent-le-Rotrou after steeds were brought back from the First Crusades. And down the centuries, the breed was improved. And these war horses also became draft horses.
In 1880, this exceptional horse became a feature of the Great Plains of North America, where it was used for farming. It was the golden age of the Percheron.
Some Americans still use them. This horse was bought by an American breeder at the first Percheron horse show to be held in France. The Americans were eagerly awaited in the 19th century, and there were big celebrations in Nogent-le-Rotrou when they arrived.
To make its castle one of the region's must-visit cultural sites, the town of Nogent-le-Rotrou and the state have invested about 240,000 euros, a sum they hope to amortize in the coming years by attracting more and more visitors.